The word gentrification is ambiguous, provocative, often misinterpreted, and polarizing. The word has become of recent relevance here in Reno and is something you and your friends might be talking about over a latte or craft beer. When I think of the word gentrification, two locations immediately come to my mind: Brooklyn, New York, and Oakland, California. I was in Oakland recently and attended the Oakland First Fridays Festival. Oakland First Fridays is a street festival put on by the city on the first Friday of every month. Encapsulating the diverse cultures of the city through music, art, and food, the festival is an overload of sounds, sights, and smells. At the festival, I approached an activist campaigning for renter protection, specifically pushing a new ballot measure to protect renters from illegal rent increases and unjustified evictions. That activist happened to be the former mayor of Oakland, Jean Quan.
This is actually a pretty important ordinance. It protects people against unjust evictions. It also will require the city to let every renter know what their rent should be and what the rules are. I'm famous for walking door to door and talking a lot, and I would run into so often seniors and others who just their landlord told them to leave and they just leave. They don't understand that they actually have rights.
As the festival was wrapping up, I stopped to talk to a lady who called herself Nauia. She said her full name was much too long and much too complicated to report. She also said she had been a resident in Oakland for more than half a century. Her mobility scooter adorned with bright lights seemed to not only attract me, but others of the community as well. Many seemed to know who she was. I asked her how she had seen the neighborhood change in her half-century of inhabitants and what it meant to her.
I just wish, instead of pushing people, moving people around in the same situation that they were in before you moved them, I wish we could do better, because the way that it is now is much more positive, and the people who we sent away could use this experience.
Jean Quan was proud of the Bay Area's coalescence at First Fridays.
I'm very pleased to see a lot of families here, a lot more minorities, and increasingly, as I've been leafleting, maybe about half the people are from the rest of the Bay Area. So it's sort of a regional celebration. It's very unique. It's a little bit like Mardi Gras meets Art Murmur.
And when it comes to gentrification and Oakland, she says,
unlike San Francisco, we're really fighting it neighborhood by neighborhood. People are really actually organizing and they're fighting, and we're trying to put pressure on city government.
With this diverse convergence of perspective and intelligence, First Fridays could become more than just a party, transforming into a platform where novel ideas about problems like gentrification could be discussed and new solutions could be produced. There's always some event happening in Reno, and maybe these events could begin to do the same.
Motion. When you stand still, you disintegrate.